Today on episode 272 of Typical Chicago Fans, we have Sinkers and Floaters, the TCF Sports Minute, our NFL season recap and playoff preview, and the TCF top 3 of animated TV characters. Let's roll.
I would like to wish you all the best with your podcast, Typical Chicago Fans. Again, best of luck to you and your podcast, Typical Chicago Fans. And one final thought, Zach. Go Cubs! And peace.
Hello and welcome back, Typical Chicago Fans, brought to you by our incredible sponsor, Connect Roasters Coffee. Today is episode 272. We are back. We've been away for a little while. Life's got busy, but we are back. Make sure that you check out our sponsor, Connect Roasters Coffee. Following us on X at typical_Chicago, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Find us there. Give those pages a follow. Head on over to our YouTube for all of our content in video form. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Wherever you get them, we are there. So subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars, whatever you can, wherever you get your podcasts. You can find me on X at BoomyTCF. And of course, the gentleman that I'm joined with tonight, that is Zach at ZLiliaTCF. Big Z, it's been a little while, buddy. But like I said, we are back. It's been a busy winter so far. But how we holding up, man?
We're good. We're good. Playoff time. We'll get more into it. The weather is pretty decent, honestly, for this time of year. It's a lot better than the last time we did our podcast. So
Big time.
We're going to be happy about the weather. But we have a lot to talk about with our teams have kind of gone in bad directions. Two other teams other than the Bears. But it's a great time of year.
It really is. It's, can't really go wrong. I mean, it's playoff time and everybody gets kind of a reset, and we'll get deep into the playoff outlook here in a little bit. But like you said, the weather, man, it's cold, but man, it has been a lot worse. I don't think we can complain too much with how the weather's been here lately. We haven't got feet of snow.
Yeah, especially with, it hasn't been that cold either. It's been cold, but we've only had so many days under 0 and
that's
not much snow. We had a few big snowstorms, but other than that, Christmas was warm, and for right now, it's not bad for Illinois in January.
Big time. Makes me worry that the rest of January and February is going to be rough, but we'll tackle that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, that's always something that could happen. It can be bad in April, so you never know.
Exactly. Well, let's jump into things. As always, we've got our sinkers and floaters. My sinker is probably everybody's around this time of year is the old New Year's resolutions, right? Christmas and New Year's meals and being home for the last 2 weeks. The old scale does not look like it should, but I've done good. I've lifted the first 3 days of 2026. I started Factor meals. I'm sure everybody's seen their ads, so hopefully dialing that in just a little bit. But it was not a fun weigh-in on December 31st.
Want to know something funny? My floater is actually New Year's resolutions.
See, mine is more of the fact that you got to pay the piper now and all those meals from the holiday. I basically started eating at Thanksgiving and I never really stopped. So,
well, mine is you have a month of saying, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So you kind of have a month of leeway in a way.
That is true.
But yeah, my floater is New Year's resolutions, but yeah, they come quickly. In a way,
yes.
They you think for all of December, you're like, oh well, I'll do this January 1st, and January 1st hits, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's time to start.
Yeah, dude. What did you got any New Year's resolutions that you want to share?
Not really. Bears win in the January of 2026. That's all I really got right now. I did a lot of my New Year's resolutions in 2025, so I don't got much to give up anymore.
That is true. You had a great 2025. Mine are the simple ones. I think I track all my workouts. I think I finished with 100 and 115 or 114 lifts last year, but got to increase the cardio this year. I'm 35 now. I can't just keep lifting weights and not do something for my heart. So.
I would say mine won't start until a few months from now, but I would like to. I got that bike from you. I would like to ride my bike more. I kind of started doing that before it got cold out, but I would like to start doing that more. I lift a lot at work, but I think riding my bike would help with the cardio version of it. I don't like running. I don't really have the knees for running in a way. It's just not for me. But I think I have an app and everything that I downloaded that you kind of like track your whole ride per se.
Yep.
And I did one before it got cold, but I think I would like to start doing that a little bit more.
Oh, for sure, man. What did you say your sinker is?
My sinker is I don't know how to say this. Getting dark later. It's not going to get dark any later than it is right now for the next probably 6 months.
Wait, you mean it starts getting? I think we've reached the longest day of the year already.
So getting dark. I guess I said getting dark early is what I meant to say. Is my sinker? Yeah. I worded that wrong. Getting dark earlier. It's not going to get dark any earlier for at least 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
We're gonna, as of now, it's gonna get dark later and later for the next few months at least, going into the summer, and that's what you love to see. It not getting dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It really helps with, I would say, seasonal depression.
For sure.
With golf season coming up here in the next few months, just in general, getting home at night from work. For me, it's always going to be dark when I get home from work.
That's true.
That doesn't really change anything. But getting dark on my way to work was a little bit weird for me. I get to work around 3:30 or so, and with it almost being dark, then it was kind of weird for me to have to go through that. It just helps people in general be happier. And you're closer and closer 100%. To summertime, springtime. So yeah, getting dark earlier is my sinker. Because it's going away. I think as of, it was like December 22nd or 23rd.
Yeah, I think it's right around there.
We're two of the, what do you say, shortest days?
Yeah, shortest amount of sunlight or whatever it is.
Yeah, so I'm just happy for that. Everyone likes for it to get dark later, and it just kind of is one of those ones. It's a little bit turn in the winter time.
For sure. I'm with you. Let's get to spring already. Let's just grit our teeth and get to spring.
Especially for you. You probably get with school and stuff. You get home, not always, but you get off around 3:34, and leaving school or even going to a basketball game or something like that. At that time, it's dark, and it just that sucks.
Yeah. Yep. It is not fun. It'll be fun though. Once we get to the spring, I'm excited to get outside more, especially with the little man. But my floater this week is trucks. Ever since we recorded our last episode, I have bought a truck. It's a small truck. I don't care. People can be haters if they want. I love my truck, and I don't know how it took me. I've been driving for almost 20 years, and it took me that long to finally join the truck community. And
I think your sinker should be truck shamers, because who
that's
cares?
Very true.
I just hate that. It's like, oh, the bigger the truck, nothing matters. If you have a nice truck, it's a good truck. It's a brand new truck.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should feel any way about it other than excited. I was giving you a little crap about it, but I'm just kidding.
Exactly. And I would expect everybody to.
And I have a smaller car than you have a truck, so I have nowhere to talk.
I know this is a weird thing now, where you have the SUV and I have a truck. It's like flipped.
But it's one of those things too. It's like, oh, so you get better gas mileage, and you have easier way of putting it away in a garage or something. I don't really get the whole you have to have a lifted truck and stuff. I'm not really into that. I've had a truck pretty much my whole life until I just got this Escape, but I've never been one to want like the biggest truck you can get.
Yeah. No, mine gets 27 miles to the gallon. I love my Maverick. So
yeah, and it gets you from point A to point B. That's all that matters, especially when it starts to, if it gets bad winter wise, you have a little 4-wheel drive. So,
yep. Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, it's cool to have a new vehicle. You have like pretty much a TV.
Yeah. That giant infotainment system.
Yeah, it's crazy the stuff they have in new vehicles nowadays.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, I really like it. It has heated seats, right?
No, that's the only thing it doesn't have from my old car.
That's what
it
I
has
do
the
have.
Automatic start, so.
But you have cloth seats, so
yeah,
it's not as cold. If it's leather and cold is a little bit different.
Oh, I'll never. At my wife's car that we got rid of had leather seats. I will never buy leather seats.
And you can start it before getting in, so it's not a big deal.
Exactly. That's kind of where I'm at with it. And to be honest, I found it on Amazon. You can buy heated seat covers for like $20. So if I really want it, then I can just.
Not saying anything against your truck, but I can't believe that not all new vehicles have keypads.
I know, that's weird, but everything's going to the app. Like I can unlock my car from my
that is
app.
True. Maybe it's almost better.
Yeah, I don't unless you can't find service, then that gets rough.
Yeah, but like mine's 2015 and it has the keypad, but yeah, maybe that's the older version of stuff now.
I guess so. I loved having the keypad on my car.
Yeah, it's just nice to know. Like when I go into work, you just kind of lock your key in the car. You don't have to worry about losing it between work and your car. So that's always nice, but it's also a way of, I would say, with the app, there is a little bit of technology that has to go right.
Exactly. Yeah, and hopefully we don't run into the situation.
Nothing would be worse than calling like whoever you have to call to unlock your car because the app didn't work.
Yeah, that's gonna make me mad if that ever happens.
But it's probably what most people that do that kind of stuff here nowadays is.
Yeah,
I locked my keys in the car and my app won't work.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you lock your phone in the car with it, then you're really in trouble and you can't call anybody.
Yeah, that's where you would be really screwed.
Yeah, I've done. Luckily, I've had it a little under a month, and I have yet to do that. So,
well, that's good. You got to make sure you have your key or your phone.
Exactly. What's your floater this week?
It was New Year's resolutions.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
You have plenty of time to do them, and it's a good start to at least you feel like maybe for at least the month of January, you feel accomplished at doing something. But for somebody like you may not like it because you've been going to the gym before, and now it's probably pretty crazy with the amount of people.
I didn't want to be that guy that was like, oh, the New Year's resolutioners are here, and that's my sinker. I'm glad everybody's making that push, but like it's been packed the last 3 days. More people than I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, but that's just how it goes.
Yep. And that's good though. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's good and bad. Yeah. For you though, Anytime Fitness, at least you can pick the time you go.
For sure.
You don't want to go too late at night, but
yeah, that was before kids. I would go lift, at 9, 10 o'clock at night. Not anymore.
Yeah, I consider my work my lift now.
You absolutely could. Yes, 100%. Let's jump into things. As always, we've got the TCF Sports Minute. We're going to start with the Bears, who lose today at Soldier Field versus the Lions. Lose on a last-second field goal. Didn't really matter, though, because the Eagles also lost to the Commanders, so the Bears get the 2 seed, and they play the Packers next week. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, I am excited for Bears playoffs. It's going to be fun. So we can have a little bit of a rivalry, as you'd say. So, yeah, we got something going forward. They don't know if it's either Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We don't know exactly when the playoffs are going to be for the playoff game. I would assume it's either Saturday or Sunday. I wouldn't think they would put the Bears-Packers on a Monday night.
I've heard rumors of Sunday at 3:30.
Yeah. So Either way, I'm excited for it. And we can just get ready for some playoffs. And the Bears lost today. Tough loss. They played better in the second half, played better in the fourth quarter, really. Lost to a field goal. It didn't end up mattering because the Eagles ended up not winning. So either way, they were going to have the same. They were going to get the 2 seed either way. But they will play the Packers. They get 2 home games now at least. They won't have to play an away game until the championship round, which is nice. If going forward, you won't have to play. You only have to go to San Francisco and go to Seattle. Sorry, Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle.
Because they have the 1 seed. So yeah, it's playoff time in NFL. You never know what's going to happen.
And also, Caleb Williams did not get to 4,000 yards, got so close. So was it 39-42, I think was his final total for the year?
Yeah, he broke the single season record. He didn't get to 4,000, but he does hold the record for most yards in a single season. So yeah. I really did not care about that at all. It would have been nice to do, but he's healthy. No one got hurt, really. Only thing I think I saw that CJ Gardner-Johnson looked like he had a concussion.
Yeah.
He had to have. But other than that, they're going to be healthy. Hopefully they get Rome back for the playoffs. Maybe get Kyler Gordon back. So we'll kind of see from there. But all you wanted to do is stay healthy today. And you have a home game against the Packers. So it's pretty crazy to think about.
We can be in the trust tree here. On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you that it is the Packers?
Honestly, I mean, I hate that it's the Packers, but injury-wise, I mean, you kind of have – I mean, I'm not even saying it's just the Packers are the most hurt team going into the playoffs. It's just how it is. I would rather not play the Packers, but I wouldn't play the Rams, 49ers. I don't want to play anybody. So you got to beat who you got to beat. Yes, it's going to be bad if we lose to the Packers. You hate to see that. But going forward, it's a team that you want to see in a way. You want to see a team that's hurt. And yes, you're going to have Jordan Love back, but it's just how it goes sometimes too. I mean, injuries happen to a team, and you're going to have Jordan Love off of probably 3 weeks off, 3.5. He played a little bit of that Bears game.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get back to Bears and Packers here when we get to the NFL season recap. But the Blackhawks, they're currently playing as we're recording this, but been a little bit of a skid here lately. Bedard's still out. They are sitting at 16, 18, and 7. It's really tough to follow along with Bedard not being in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would I don't know. I don't even know how to gauge the season now that it is technically without Bedard. It doesn't really seem like you can really do anything with it.
I mean, let's not beat around the bush. They're back down to being the third worst team overall right now.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't playing the greatest with him before he got hurt. So it's one of those things you kind of want to make sure they don't bring him back too soon and kind of just go from there.
Yeah, that stinks, man. He was playing so well, and I also get not wanting to rush him back. That makes a lot of sense. You don't want to, 21-year-old kid, you don't want to try and rush back. So,
yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited in a way to see what they can do going forward with some young guys. It's just one of those. It's a season that you already were going to throw away in a way. Yeah. You knew it wasn't going to be great. It's nice to start off good, but it's been bad here lately in the last few weeks.
Yep, it has been. Also, not as bad, but not very good. The Bulls, 17 and 18, currently the 9 seed where they typically hang out. At least they're not losing to the Pelicans here as of late. They love losing to really bad teams. But
I went to the game the other night. It was fun. They beat the Magic, who are a good team. But the starting lineup, you're like, what is going on right now? Josh Giddey out, Kobe White out. It's just there's not much there. Matis is pretty much the bright spot of this team right now.
Yeah,
he's playing well. For the future, you're going to have him. But other than that, it's just there's not much to it right now. You're pretty much in the same exact spot that you always are in.
Yes. Modest is a lot of fun to watch. I will say that.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He had that sick dunk. So it was fun.
Yep. Absolutely. This team's going to be in the play-in tournament. I mean, there's no other way around this.
It's always going to happen. That's how it's always going to be.
Yep. Exactly.
Mediocre as always.
Yeah, exactly. Moving into some baseball, the Cubs, as of recent, signed Hunter Harvey, so I've got to go buy a jersey because that's a great name. Also picked up Jacob Webb on a 1-year deal. Brought back Christian Bethancourt. Remember him? He was a kind of a 4A, type of guy.
So everything you're saying sounds like they've done nothing.
Re-signed Caleb Thielbar. The bullpen's looking really good. I'll be very honest about that. But no one's really done anything.
Well, yeah, but they weren't anywhere close to the few players that came over from Japan.
Yeah.
It just seems like baseball offseason sucks.
Yeah, it does. Some of the biggest names are still out, and we're going to talk about the White Sox too. But the White Sox signed Manataka Murakami out of Japan, right? And it's a great signing. It really is by the White Sox because the White Sox never do anything like this. And I'm not trying to poo-poo, White Sox fans or the move because I think it's a move you have to make to start to get into that market. This kid batted .093 against fastballs above 93 miles an hour.
Yeah. Well, my thing too
93 is not even that fast in Major League Baseball.
I hate to be this way, but look what happened. Like Shota came over. It's just when they come over and they're a little bit older, it's just it's not as easy to make that always going to make that move to a Major League Baseball.
Yes, it's not.
Because it's not like they're coming straight out of college or something. He's played over in Japan for a while.
Yeah, he's been there a couple years, and he's a good hitter. It's just that's gotta worry, and that's probably why he only ended up getting a 2-year, $34 million.
But I'm all in on Alex Bregman again.
Yeah, I'm starting to too.
Yeah, I don't know if you can win a World Series or go far with Matt Shaw.
Yeah.
I think defensively he's very good. Hitting wise, I don't think so.
I'm with you. He's also a piece that I feel like if you're ready to move on for in trade, then there's going to be a decent market out there because he's still young and has quite a bit of an upside. But I would much rather have.
And I'm still in on Kyle Tucker too. I would still give him a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
But it's just one of those things. Baseball needs a set date.
We've been saying this forever. It doesn't. They're never going to do it.
Some of these guys may not sign until spring training's in the middle of. It's just it's just weird, and I don't think it works that well. It just makes people uninterested throughout the off season.
Oh, I completely with you, but this is all we're all staring down there not being baseball in 2027 anyway. So,
but baseball, it's just always the big what if. Trade wise or signing wise.
Yeah.
It never actually really happens. It's just always, well, what could maybe happen? What might happen? It's just, I think that's why it's a sport that it's hard to keep interested in. It's a long season with a long off season.
Yep. Exactly. Before we move on, we got to give a big shout out to our friends over at Connect Roasters, the best coffee around that you are going to find. I promise you that. They work with our guy, Dom Frederick. They, of course, work with Ian Happ, Gold Glove left fielder. He's drinking the stuff in the morning. That's all you need to know, folks. Make sure you check out their website, connectroasters.com, and find them on X at Connect Roasters. Get yourself over to the storefront and tell them the TCF boys sent you. So as always, a big shout out to our friends over in Bourbonnais at Connect Roasters. Let's jump into our NFL season recap / playoff preview. The playoffs are going to get started on Saturday. We are recording this while the Steelers and Ravens are playing right now. The winner of that game wins the division and is in the playoffs. The loser's going home. So the way we're looking at things right now, it's looking like we'll start in the AFC. It's going to be the Broncos getting the 1 seed. Just an incredible year for the Broncos. I'm a big fan of what they did. 14-3. I think that's the best record in the NFL this year, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Them and the Seahawks. So that makes sense. The
two teams that are just totally different.
Yeah, very different. Very different. The Patriots are the 2 seed. They will take on the Chargers. I like that game a lot. The Chargers have been really solid. I think them being the 7 seed. The Patriots are young, and I think that there's a lot that, them
having home field advantage in this game is huge, though.
Huge.
Because I'm not I don't know. I just don't trust the Chargers. I don't know how much you can put stock in Justin Herbert.
Yeah, but I also feel the same way about the Patriots. They played nobody.
Well, yeah.
And they've got a second-year quarterback who's younger than Justin Herbert, who's never played in the playoffs. I think it's a very interesting matchup between those two teams.
I think it's going to be a really good wild card weekend.
I completely agree. You've also got the Jags, who have been incredible. I think Liam Cohen's probably going to be coach of the year if I had to put money on it right now.
Yeah, there's 3 first-year coaches in the playoffs right now.
I know. And then they play the Bills, which, you can never count out Josh Allen.
No, I think they're in a great spot if you really think about it. They go into this with some momentum. They played Trubisky today.
And steamrolled the Jets.
I'm a little surprised the Bears played everybody today.
Yeah.
Not trying to go off to that game, but a lot of teams, the Chargers didn't play really many of their starters, or at least their starting quarterback. Buffalo didn't. It made me a little nervous, but I think Buffalo's in a good spot here going to Jacksonville. It's a team that's not used to it against a team that's very used to it
too.
Yeah,
I agree. That's going to be a really fun one. And then the last AFC game next week will be either the Steelers or the Ravens. Whoever wins this game will host the Houston Texans, who are just hot as a pistol.
I think the Texans beat both these teams.
I'm thinking the same thing.
The Texans defense is unreal.
And let's not act like the Steelers or the Ravens have had a really good year. They're good.
There's a reason why if one of them loses, they're not in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. 100%. It's just like with the Bucks and Panthers. It was one of those teams wasn't going to make the wild card spot.
Yeah. Yep. I think the Texans are also, like you said about the Bills. I think the Texans
going into Baltimore or going into Pittsburgh. Both those places are tough to play.
Yeah, but they are historically, but I don't think this year. I don't know if you're.
I think crowd wise too. Crowd wise can get really. It's playoff games, so it's going to be hyped up either way.
That's true. I think all 3 of those games could be really, really fun. And Wild Card Weekend's one of the best weekends in football.
Especially because it's my birthday weekend.
That is true. Happy early birthday to Big Z.
I really would like the Bears to play on Sunday because I do not need them to play on my birthday.
I would, yeah. I'll hold on to some of my talking that I'm going to do about that, but I don't want them to ruin your birthday. But
I would hope not. That would be rude of you.
That would be very rude of me. And that's just not the kind of person I am. NFC, the Seahawks get a bye, like we had said. Just incredible offense. That team is fun to watch, but also there's been times where they've looked a little shaky. So
I guess people have been saying this, Sam Darnold, but he hasn't screwed up any this year. He didn't screw up in San Francisco. I don't mean to bring this back to the Bears, but I will. Seahawks went into San Francisco and only scored 13 points.
Yeah.
Bears scored 40, almost scored 40. And I know their defense wasn't there, which that's what's going to happen. But, I mean, it was just a bad game, I think, really overall for both teams, San Francisco and Seahawks. It was gross. For a game that meant so much, Brock Purdy looked bad. Yeah. Sam Darnold didn't look that good either.
Yeah, either way, in a 13-3 game, neither quarterbacks could have done really well.
No, not at all. I mean, you wouldn't have thought two teams were playing for first place. But the weird part was one team was playing for first place and one team was playing for fifth. Or yep. I think it would end up being fifth or sixth. I think the Rams got fifth.
Yeah, and kind of like we said with the AFC wildcard round, the NFC wildcard, outside of the Panthers and Rams, which I think the Rams will beat them by 100, the other two games, I mean, Bears-Packers, what more could you ask for? And then Philadelphia and San Francisco. Those are the two incredible games.
Yeah, it's something that you weren't really expecting with San Francisco and Seattle being as good as they were this year. I guess you were who would have thought Sam Darnold would have gone there and did what they did?
Right.
JSN is so good, and
their running back game is really they're so deep.
They're so deep, and Christian McCaffrey, very huge mistake against the Seahawks when he dropped the ball right into a fumble.
Yep.
So you don't see that a lot. Kittle came back, but they didn't have Terrence Williams. They didn't have Pearsall, right?
Yep.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Yeah, they're very injured right now.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things. That's why I was so worried about this Bears game today. I would have just rather sat Caleb Williams. Either way, you would have gotten in, but I guess that's how they wanted to play it. They will hopefully have Rome back. I guess we'll just get right into that too. Bears Packers. I mean, that's who could have scripted that?
Seriously,
one of those things.
I'll be honest, as a Packers fan, like we've talked about the injuries, but like if everybody's back healthy, I feel really good about this game.
Well, I mean, they've both been close games.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been crazy close games. So I think it does help that it's going to be in Chicago for the Bears. That's one of those things. It's just how it is.
It's a little warmer than it is in Green Bay, too.
Well, yeah, and it's going to be loud, especially with the quick turnaround. Season tickets are easier to get for Bears fans than like season ticket holders get first grabs at tickets. So it's not going to be as easy for Green Bay fans to get tickets, just how it is for a quick turnaround, especially if it's going to be Saturday. So it's going to be a heavy Bears crowd. It's just how it is for playoff games because they're usually not sold on the secondary markets that way as they would be like in the regular season. But either way, I mean, Bears, I don't want to sound like whatever, but I'm just happy to be in the playoffs. You would have thought at the beginning of this season to say they were going to be in the playoffs. Caleb's done what he did. He's passed the single season record for most passing yards for the Bears. He'll get 4,000 at some point. I'm not really worried about that. I don't really care. If it would have been a game that they had to win, that's a different thing. But I didn't really have any. He's going in the playoffs. He's healthy. We got the 2 seed. They lost on a field goal at the end. I'm not too worried about it, but anything can happen in the playoffs. That's why the NFL is crazy. It's one game playoff.
Yep, exactly. And from the Packers side, I mean, like I said, they played next to nobody. I mean, I'm looking at the Green Bay stat line. Toon, who was on the practice squad last week, I think.
Will Malik Willis be ready?
No, Jordan Love is starting.
No. I know, but you still want a backup.
Yeah.
I know if he would be the backup, if he's able to be the backup this week.
Yeah, I think they had said that he's on pace to be the back. I think him and Jordan are going to be healthy.
Well, I know Jordan Love was going to play, but I just didn't know. I'm not saying that he's going to play over him, but anything can happen in a game, and you'd rather have Malik Willis in there.
And also, the Packers signed Desmond Ridder to the practice squad last week.
They're signing everybody.
Oh, you got to when you're your first and second quarterbacks. I mean, and
Yeah,
then
Trayvon
picking
Diggs,
up.
and it's just he said it's just a tough part about making the playoffs in the NFL is you just got to hope to be healthy.
Yep. And obviously they won't have Parsons, but it does look like Josh Jacobs will be back. He didn't play at all today, but it's looking like everybody else is going to be ready to go. And,
The
hopefully
only person for the Bears that could be out is C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I don't know if it's a concussion. I don't know if you can be back that quickly.
it depends how severe. Yeah.
But maybe Kyler Gordon comes back. They said Roma Dunze. Trapillo didn't play today. So kind of just go from there and see who's healthy when it starts.
In the NFC, outside of the Bears Packers, which game do you think is more interesting or going to be more fun to watch? The Eagles Niners or the Panthers Rams?
I think Eagles Niners easily.
I think so too.
I don't think
I feel like we're all kind of sleeping on the Panthers, but
I don't know. They didn't play. I mean, I know it was raining, but they didn't play well against the Bucks. They lost. They didn't really deserve. I mean, they didn't really deserve to be in the playoffs if you think about it after that loss.
Yeah. It's.
I thought that's the weirdest setup. That I was just so confused. I'm not the smartest guy, but I was so confused so the Bucks won, but then if the Falcons would have won, if the Saints would have won, the Bucks would have gotten in, but the Falcons won, so the Panthers got in. I was very confused by that.
It was very confusing. What about the AFC? Which of those three games do you think is going to be the best one?
I think Bills Jags. Honestly,
I was going to say that too,
because it's going to be a home game for the Jaguars in Jacksonville, which is just going to be nuts because they haven't had one in a long time. And then you got the Bills, who are very experienced. They got Josh Allen. I think that's going to be. I don't think there's going to be a bad game. The Rams Panthers could maybe get out of hand.
Well, dude,
you never know.
Was like, oh, the Panthers got blown out by the Rams. I went and looked; it was 31-28.
Especially in LA, it's going to be nice out. It's going to be.
No, this game's in Carolina.
Oh yeah, because they're the division winner.
Yeah,
that's what's confusing. I don't like that about the NFL. No, I think it should be the best team, but because the Rams aren't a fifth seed.
Yeah, that game's the 4th.
But yeah, I mean that makes a lot of difference too.
Yeah, big time.
Playing in Carolina.
And it'll be interesting what time they put that game.
Yeah. I always forget that. I just always forget the division because the Bears, that's why the Bears were either 2 or 3 because they were division winner.
Yeah.
They were probably maybe a 5th or 6th seed if they didn't win the division.
Yeah.
Or whatever the Packers were at.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm pumped. I think it's going to be a really good wild card weekend, and it feels nice that we don't have to worry about everybody cheering against the Kansas City Chiefs. That feels fun and new.
Yeah, but I think everyone's going to go back to cheering against the Patriots.
Oh, 100%.
Which is fine by me.
Absolutely. They've had enough success. They don't need any more.
Well, yeah, you have to take a little bit longer of a period off than that.
Exactly. Yep, absolutely. Well, let's wrap things up. As always, we've got the TCF top 3, and we are going to do our favorite animated TV characters. I feel like we've done this one before, but I've been watching a lot of animated television over my Christmas break, so it just came to me. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to, Zach?
I'll let you go first.
All right, this is an easy one. He is one of my favorite characters of all time, and it's Homer Simpson. It's
that's a good one. Yeah, Homer Simpson is a good one.
There is one that I don't need to mention it because I can bring it up in honorable mentions. It's not worth wasting a draft pick on, but it's from that show. But Homer, I've been watching The Simpsons since I was like 7 or 8. We watch it every night when we go to bed. So that's my easy 1-1.
For me, let's see here. How should I go with this? Man, I don't know how I want to go now because that was my number 1-1.
I feel like there's some real heavy hitters.
I'm gonna go Peter Griffin.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were going to go with.
That's like my version of The Simpsons, but a little bit more not for most to watch.
Yeah. No, I think he might be just as recognizable as Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
And you know what? This one's going to sound crazy. I'm going SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's crazy.
I love SpongeBob, dude. You don't like SpongeBob?
Stand SpongeBob.
Oh my! I love SpongeBob.
I'll be very honest. I don't know if I've ever seen an entire episode in one sitting.
I thought
it was
SpongeBob was
a little
hilarious.
bit past my time.
Yeah, I thought SpongeBob was hilarious. Some of that stuff watch it back now and it's very funny.
Yeah, it was like the last one I remember, or probably like the first show that I remember being like, oh, that's for kids younger than me. You know what I mean?
It was during my time, so.
Right on. That's a good pick. I am going to go with, there's so many good ones. Roger the Alien from American Dad.
I never really watched American Dad.
What'd you say?
I never really watched that show.
Oh, I think I like American Dad more than I like Family Guy.
I never got into it.
You're missing out. You should give it another shot. It's Roger the Alien is like the sassiest television character of all, and all the different outfits he wears. Love it. Big Roger the Alien guy. My final pick. Oh man, there's so many good ones. Fine, I'll just do it. This is the one I was telling you about that I don't need to waste a draft pick on, but I'm going to stay true to myself. Ralph Wiggum is insanely funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's got some one-liners on that show that are just on The Simpsons that are just timeless.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They need to have more Ralph in The Simpsons. Every time he's on and has a one-liner, it's funny. It hits every time.
Okay, I'm trying to think of which one I want to go with. I'm going to go with. I'm not going to go with one that you would think. I'm going to go a little crazy again. Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, see, that's another one. Like my brother watched it.
Dude, that guy had the life.
Yeah.
Great hair, smart, knew how to build all these crazy toys into amazing things. That's a life that you would love to live.
That's fair. That's just another one.
Had the perfect hair.
Only 4 years apart. It's just one that hit that gap.
I mean, you could name all the Simpsons characters. I could name some more Family Guy characters, but I was trying to go a little bit different.
No, I like that. I respect that move. Bobby Hill was probably going to be my third one, but I just love Ralph so much. Bobby Hill from King of the Hill, or Dale Gribble is probably another one.
Bart's a good character.
Who? Bart? Oh yeah.
Brian.
Yeah,
Family Guy.
A good one. Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I like Beavis and Butthead, but you really can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, and that was another one that was right before I got into The Simpsons and Family Guy and stuff like that. Who else are we missing? I'm looking at different pictures. There's Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers I'm sorry, not Bob. The son, Gene. Talk about.
I never watched Bob Burgers either.
You got to give that a shot, dude. Bob's Burgers is incredible.
If I haven't watched it, I'm not watching it. I don't watch new things much anymore. You know me.
You're already old and set in your ways.
I'm a YouTube guy now.
Yeah, it's brain rot.
Minions,
yeah, that's a good one too. Let us know what you guys have on your list that we didn't. There's a million. I'm looking at pictures. There's an insane amount that we probably have forgot. Anyone?
Patrick Star is a pretty good character.
Patrick Star
from SpongeBob.
Yeah, he's dumb. He is funnier than SpongeBob. I would have liked that pick more, I think.
No.
Well, let us know what we missed. We are working on getting our schedules back and getting something going. We might be back next Sunday night after the wild card game and after the Packers beat the Bears. So make sure you're following all the social medias, all that good stuff. But, like I said, it's been a while since we've been able to record. We're trying to find a recording schedule that works for the both of us. We're doing our best. Promise we haven't forgot about you guys. And we appreciate the messages that were like, oh, where have you guys been? Did you retire? Stuff like that. So it means a lot. Thanks as always for checking in. Episode 272. Make sure you find us on X at @typical_Chicago, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you give those pages a follow. All of our content on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe there. Wherever you get your podcast, subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars, wherever you get your podcasts. Check us out there. Find me on X at BoomingTCF down here on the screen, and Zach over there at Zalilia TCF. Thank you guys, as always, for joining us. That was episode 272 of Typical Chicago Fans. We love you all.
Peace.